Dun 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 dun. Action. Recording this in the month of love, February. Welcome to that Zed podcast.
I don't know why you had to think that when it came to February. Because you know what comes to mind?
What comes to mind when you think
Black
February?
History Month, baby!
Nah, nobody gives a...
I do.
Nobody gives a hoot about
I do.
Black History Month
I
in
do.
Zambia. Yeah,
And-
you're
and I
probably like
saw-
one of two people. So.
No, but and see, that's exactly what the problem is. That
Yeah,
right
Black
there.
History Month in America. What is it? Dude, everyone's
All over
black
the
here.
world.
Why should people care about black?
It's the mentality.
No, all I'm saying is it's something that's celebrated in America.
No.
So why should we
But it
recognize
should
it
be
here?
all over the world, though. It should be a movement.
I think black people are the most racist people on this planet.
Yes, we are. No, but then you know why? Because white people...
You know, if white people did say anything about... Like, imagine if it was White History Month. You would have been the first people to even
They
declare...
have had a 400-year head start.
So black people should mention everything. And that's the other thing that I don't know whether I should appreciate it or not. Whenever a black person does something, the first black person to do this...
Oh, you should.
I think at this point we're just humans. We should just...
And this is precisely why I've had an issue with Trump and the DI employment in America. And he's been rolling that back, if you've been paying attention.
Yes,
No?
I have.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
And did you see that racist son of a bitch blamed the plane crash on DI hires?
You know, that's Trump being Trump. At the end of the day, because...
I need to woosa. This will raise my blood pressure. This will raise my blood pressure. It was not on the talking points, but
it just came on.
Yeah. Whenever I think of February, in fact, I'm gonna change my wash band to
Black History Month.
yeah.
All right, cool. To all the people that support That's the podcast, it's been how many years running now? From November 6, 2021 to date, that's going to 4 years, right?
Yes.
So give or take.
I've been around you for too long, bruh.
A little too long. Every week. You have to see my face every week.
Actually,
Must be painful.
More than once a week now.
You know what I mean? Like if we're not meeting on the podcast, we'll bump into each other at the mall. Somewhere
I need
in the
therapy.
week.
And just randomly show up to my house. This guy, Bob, calls me like I'm married to him. It's like, nigga, where are you? Where was I? I wasn't home, right?
On Sunday.
Yeah, when you called me and you were taking a drive to clear your head.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Yeah, yesterday, Sunday. Yeah.
Just randomly, like we're married. I'm like, nigga, you got a wife.
No, but Elson is one of those, when Elson means to be a boring person, he can be a boring person. And whenever, remember how I used to just show up at your house and you'd be there?
I remember that.
Yes. So I expect you to be at home when I expect you to be at home.
You know what this says? That
What
I'm
does it say?
a very well-behaved person.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
Well, look, listen,
you know
wait. Finding you at home doesn't mean you're a well-behaved boy. What's happening in your house?
I'm watching TV. What would you find me doing? Do you know what? I've just realized something.
Wait, what would I find you doing?
Watching TV.
Okay. All right.
I've
You say
just
so.
realized something.
Yeah.
The narrative of me being the terrible person that some people thought I was has come from you.
Moi?
You!
Me?
Yes!
How?
I will tell you how. We were in the WhatsApp group and
Yeah.
Mwate said, where did the nickname Sexiton Globo come from? I said, it came from fucking K-Plus.
AKA Sexington in Globe.
It came from you. Nothing to do with anything that I had done.
God, doesn't Elson look like an Easterner? Somebody from Eastern Province. Somebody who would actually have the name Sexington. I think so.
Are you calling me sexy?
No, Sexington is something else, not sexy.
What is it?
If I explain where that thinking process came from in my head, you're going to say I ruined your reputation. So let's just leave it at that.
No, I won't.
You will.
Because then
And it's going to come up in the group again saying, I made your reputation look bad.
Because if that thinking process is accurate, you deserve that name too.
No. Moi? No. Sexington in Glovo?
Yes.
No. That name suits you. And you alone. We're talking about the people that support the podcast. Big shout out to Big Tree Beverages. Been with us for going to a year in a few weeks' time. Really appreciate that.
Do you know what we need
really
to
appreciate
do?
it. Yeah.
I think we need to start saying the ideas here so that people don't steal the ideas.
What ideas do we have now?
For Big Tree. Because it's also in Zimbabwe. right? Why don't we get Big Tree to take us to Zim so we can sit down with Shadiah?
Dun, dun, dun. Now that's an idea worth exploring.
Yeah.
Yes. Shadiah.
It would have been interesting to have Shadiah on the same episode as, what is that dude's name that always used to say, give women money?
And I keep... crap, guys. And we've been thinking of which guests to have this week. I keep meeting this guy in... what's his name again?
You've got a microphone there, Gob.
Crap.
Do you know the dude? There's a dude who kept saying,
before I get
give
attacked
women
for
money.
that microphone not working again, just
On
tune the
Facebook.
cable a little bit. Cable, I think it's a cable that's loose.
Anyway, as Gob does that,
Remove it and put it back again. I don't know what you were saying. Coach something.
I don't know.
You're allowed to introduce me to that guy. Coach
I don't
something.
introduce you to no goddamn coach.
I didn't know him until you brought him up on the podcast. So
because
it's
he kept posting on Facebook.
Coach something. Relationship coach something. I can't remember the name, but coach something. Huh? No.
Did you say steady? No.
Come try the other mic. It's somewhere on the floor. Coach something.
Yeah, whatever his
The
name
one who
is.
puts up placards about men should give women money and things like that. Yeah, anyway.
Basically,
Yeah, what about him?
yeah, no, I'm saying it would be interesting to have him on the same episode as Shadiah.
Oh, yeah, but no, about Shadiah, I would burn him. No, it'd be interesting.
Who would ruin who? You think Shadiah would ruin him?
I think Shadiah has very strong opinions about the things that he believes in, so...
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Or we can-
Let's just have Shadiah on his own.
Or we can have, either we can go to Zim or we can have them fly Shadiah in. But then if we go to Zim, we have more guests.
Yeah, we can speak to...
We have Wicknell.
And every time I look at that
Do
white...
any of you people that are watching this podcast know who Wicknell is?
Please, if you know who Sir Wicknell is, very rich Zimbabwean guy, he has got this car in real life.
Oh man, he's got plenty of those. In fact, he
God,
gave
are you
his
able to
best
zoom
friend,
into this car?
He gave his best friend one.
In real life. And here we have it as
And
deco.
he has the latest, the electric Rolls Royce.
Ooh, I saw that when he bought it.
Anyway.
$400,000, yeah?
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of money.
And you know the duty in Zim is 100%.
So he spent almost $1 million on one
And
car.
then that car did not come by ship. It was
Flew, I remember
flown.
he showed the documentary of how he flew the car in from the UK.
Your car,
From the showroom in
your
the
car
UK.
goes to Dar es Salaam.
By ship. For 2 months.
Now you have to start
Your
bugging.
car was on a ship, almost sunk. Oh, crap. And
Now you have to start. What? What you want to say?
I wanted to share with Gob how you need to have an extra level of impatience waiting for a car from Japan to show up in Zambia. Elson was almost cursing the agent who was delivering a car.
I did. I'm lucky he doesn't understand English. I had to call this dude
There was panic.
because this dude introduced me to this agent. This dude introduced me to this agent. Yo, bruh.
Fam, you know Gob where when the car reaches the port in Dar es Salaam, right? So when is it an app? They send you
When your car has been,
airway bill, whatever.
yeah.
They show you the location of where on the ocean your car is and everything, right?
Yeah.
So when it docks in Dar es Salaam, a close friend of ours here, Gob, was expecting that when a car docks, immediately they start offloading the containers and we have his car like in an hour or two. Sometimes it may take a week because there's hundreds and sometimes thousands of containers on those ships. Tell me why a brother of ours here starts calling the agent saying, the computer is showing me that the car is at the port. Why don't I have my car? The guy tried explaining over and over saying, boss, containers. And I've experienced that 2 or 3 times before, like the delay. Until
your dude was a damn
see it.
liar. But finish your story and I'll come in.
Who lied?
Your dude, and I'll explain. Finish your story. Finish your story.
Yeah, so Elson runs out of patience because the car took a little too long and the guy couldn't wait to get his 4 wheels and, come roll in Lusaka and show off. And you really have to exercise patience in waiting for cars.
I've had good cars for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me tell you why your dude was a liar. Gob, listen to Gob. Your mic is still not working.
I don't know what's up with... Wait. I need to change... Since you've changed the thing, I need to change the mic on the settings here. Because I know there's already one guy who's going to complain about you guys always have Gob in the background not saying anything. Just try... Okay, this one is on. Cool, let's go. Yeah, you were saying?
So Gob, let me tell you. So firstly, this, and I hope I've got the voice notes. So firstly, this dude takes 3 days from Nakonde to Lusaka. That's the wait. Let me look for the voice notes. What's the guy's name?
Clement.
Clement. So this dude takes 3 days from Nakonde to Lusaka. And every time I ask this dude, hold on, wait a minute. Do I have this? Oh yeah, okay, cool. Every time snap, man. Nah,
I was so entertained, Gob. I should have recorded that documentary.
This dude,
Elson and Clement. Now, Clement can't speak English. Elson can't speak Bemba. So whatever calls are happening between them have to mostly go through me, translate. Now, when it's at night and my phone is off, the conversations are so beautiful to watch.
but then I ended up having to get my my PA to speak to him.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I want to play some of the voice notes. This nigga here took 3 days from Nakonde to Lusaka. He gets to around 10 miles. There must be a checkpoint there.
Oh, okay. That I was upset with him as well because he messed up my reputation as well because I had assured you that he was on the way and your car was being delivered today. And
Precisely.
Then
so let me tell you what it
6
did.
p.m. the car was not here. Midnight the car still wasn't here.
So then he calls me at 6 p.m. And you know what he says? He says the car. No, actually, he calls me at 9 p.m. He says the car has been impounded because we're driving an unregistered vehicle after 9. I said, okay, fine. Where are you? He says, I'm at Kabangwe. Yes, I'm at Kabangwe police station. I said, okay, that's fine. I'm coming there. I call my driver. He comes, he picks me up. We get to Kabangwe. Guess what?
He's not there.
Not only is he not there, the police did not stop
Any
car remotely matching the description of my vehicle. I called this dude and his phone is off the entire night. And their guess is these niggas, when they come into Lusaka, they go to some chick's house or whatever it is with the vehicle. And
that happens a lot.
And then the day after, then they call you. And like clockwork, at 8 a.m., the guy calls me and he's at a car wash. He says, oh, now I've arrived. Wait, hold on.
I've seen...
Hold on.
Yes, boss, I want to...
What you
covered the camera.
Nah, that ain't it. I want to play the one where he's giving me all kinds of excuses. No, your car's got sensors. I can't drive. Bruh. Nah, I got annoyed by that dude. But anyway,
moving on. But you see, this is why for me, when I'm waiting for a car from Japan, it comes to Dar es Salaam, I'll get on a bus, go meet it in Nakonde and drive back myself. It eliminates a lot of headaches.
Yeah, I guess so.
Eliminates a lot of headaches. So what I do is I let them finish off all the paperwork, Interpol, taxes, whatever.
You know what's crazy? That was my first time getting a car from Japan because my previous car is from South Africa. The BMW.
Yeah.
And speaking of, I will tell you one person who is reliable, who can buy a vehicle for you, bring the vehicle for you. In fact, one of the MTN partners, my good friend Matthew from Chipata, he's got the latest Ford Ranger. Mm-hmm. I do not know I don't know what happened, whether he gave his wife this car. Are you listening to this?
She crashed it.
She didn't crash it. But when the car came back, the engine had knocked.
Wait, this is a new car?
Yes.
So how do you knock a new car?
I have got no idea.
What did she put sand in the engine or what?
She's superwoman.
How? Wait, did he buy it from the showroom?
Yeah.
How do you knock a brand new car?
I have got no idea.
And how long was the car in for?
I have got no idea. I'll tell you. But anyway, he calls me and he says, I need a brand new engine for this car. And I'm like, bruh, you look at the vehicle. The car is still new.
And those things tell you when they need a service. So how are you knocking it up?
Do you know who bought the engine and brought it in for him? The same person who can buy cars and bring them in to Zambia from SA for you? Trevor.
Which Trevor?
Trevor Mumba.
Oh, Trevor Mumba.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Robert Logistics.
Correct.
Shameless plug for our brother, man. Robert Logistics doing the most.
I'll never use your non-English speaking agent again, Trevor. Do you see the shit that I went through, bruh?
So yeah, Trevor moves vehicles for so many people,
Yeah.
goods. It's a logistics company. So
Yeah.
Robert Logistics. When you're in Joburg or wherever in Africa, I think he can move whatever stuff for you.
Absolutely.
Speaking of Joburg, Gob and I were in Joburg last week.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even the highlight of the whole story. The highlight is right here in Zambia. Before we leave for Joburg, Friday, 23rd January, Gob and I at the airport, 5:30 in the morning. Tell me why one of us couldn't fly out of this country.
Who? Gob.
Yeah.
Why?
Gob, you've got a microphone. He's laughing. Your mic is off. Yeah, now it's on.
So apparently my passport was expiring this month, 25th February.
You don't travel much, do you, Gob? Because how do you not know that your passport is about to expire?
No, his logic was, since it's got a month left, they'll allow me to fly.
No, they will not.
And it was a return ticket, but I think it was a duty of the
People that are planning on going to a foreign country and not coming back still buy a return ticket. They just don't use it.
Oh, we learned the hard way.
Yeah.
So how then? Who cried?
Who cried? What? Did we go?
Yeah, how somebody must have started crying or screaming or begging for mercy.
No, he was holding the tears in very well. They didn't fall
So
off.
how then did you guys manage to do it?
So, about that.
What
How did
airline
we
was
still
it?
manage to fly? It's South African Airlines. South
Airways.
African Pro Flight? Yeah. Airways. So, Gob, you want to share the story of the miracle worker that you are?
No.
He doesn't want to.
What, did you
Okay.
do something illegal?
No.
Did you call in illegal favors, Gob?
No. Gob wouldn't do such a thing. Let's just say some miracle was pulled and Gob was able to fly the following morning.
With the same passport?
Nope.
Did you get a new passport?
Nope.
Did you fly with no passport?
Something like that.
Like that.
You flew with no passport? This is how JJ Banda is leaving the country and people are not finding him. Niggas are flying with no passports.
5:30 in the morning, Gob was turned back. And the lady by the check-in, she tried her best, man, to put him on the flight. Yeah, so I flew alone.
So who was saying no? Was it at a check-in?
So the check-in lady checks his passport and she says, I think we have a problem here. This passport is expiring in exactly 30 days, so you can't fly.
Yeah.
South African laws. At least maybe if it was a week before this, but if it's exactly 1 month. So always make sure that you renew your passport 6 months to expiry date. And apparently these things are actually in the application forms as we are filling in, but all we're in a hurry to do is just sign.
So you get your new passport.
Yeah, so we get our passports. But all these things are actually in the application forms when you're getting your first passport. You need to read all the fine print and whatever. So Gob apparently never read that and he thought 30 days to
At the
expiry.
passport, at the airport. At what point did you guys face this issue? At check-in?
Check-in. Like we just walked into the building, check-in, and the lady was like,
So does the airline that gave you issues?
Yeah. She went to talk to her bosses, who spoke to the other boss, who called somebody, I think in SA. They just said, no, don't allow that nigga to fly.
Did they know that you're part of this podcast?
We should have put that card, eh?
Yeah, you should have said, do you know who I am?
No.
I
They
think
didn't.
we should do that next time.
You say what?
They didn't.
You didn't use that?
No, we didn't use
You
it.
should have said, do you know who I am?
Yeah, we should have put that card.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
but
fo- the
God being the miracle worker, you were saying?
The following day, it was, do you know who I am? Then they would,
Or did you use that the following day? And then you flew?
Yeah.
Can we get the horns, please? Did you go with your t-shirt that says Gob shots?
All we know is Gob landed at 15 hours?
15 hours.
Touchdown.
Okay.
Uber picked him up, came to the hotel, and we shot. I mean, amazing event that we attended last week. Story for another day. It was a big Heineken House event. Anyway, today's episode.
Yo maps.
Yeah.
Yo maps. Trending again. Well, this time it's him, not his wife. What happened, Gob? Tell us. You're the one who's always on the socials. What happened?
Okay, at least for this one, I've got a bit of information.
What?
a bit of
got a bit of-
information.
Okay,
for
tell
this
us.
one. Yeah, so apparently everything is connected to the Dandy Crazy funeral. Yeah, so Yo Maps went there and apparently bought food it contributed to buy food, and then people ate and everything. So later, I think the very first day, no, the following day, Yo Maps released a song, a tribute to Dandy Crazy.
Right.
Yes, and then other people, he like received the backlash saying, "Why are you releasing a tribute song for Dandy Crazy when you never did a song for him? We never saw you guys chilling together and everything. So it's like you're giving him fake flowers when he's gone." And then the backlash was just too much, and I think it got to Yo Maps, and then Yo Maps just went live. He said a lot of things though, but in a nutshell, the most thing he said was that you guys
I broke.
yeah, you're broke. You're broke. Yeah, no. Before I say you guys are broke, because that's what people are thinking. But no, what he said was that you guys keep on complaining that I never I never chilled with Danny Crazy, but I had time. I had moments with Danny Crazy, and the song that I did was purely out of love. And anyway, whatever the case, you guys, even though you complain, you still ate my food, and you're still broke. And some of you guys who are hating on me, I even pay rent for you guys. Whenever you're broke.
Who is he paying rent for?
Apparently it was D-Boy.
Who?
D-Boy.
Who's D-Boy?
Who's D-Boy?
Is he an artist?
Kalanga don't do that.
Wait, which one is D-Boy?
Well, Coin is saying yes.
Yeah,
Are you saying yes to...
D-Boy is an artist.
So, wait, so Yo Maps pays rent for...
No, I think there was a one-time thing, something like that, according to what D-Boy, because I watched D-Boy's interview where he explained that there are moments whereby you just ask your friend for a top-up, but then I'm sure he took it as if he was paying him rent, stuff like that.
We
What,
need
friends who pay rent for you?
and then put you on blast.
Yeah, so it was John Ups coming up basically saying that you guys are saying that I give fake love, but you come from my help. You guys are broke. Yeah.
What's your takeaway?
My takeaway from that, there's two sides to every story, right? I think Yo Maps has reached a point where people have said so many ugly things about him, and he feels it's about time he spoke back or spoke out about most of the things that have been said to him. He has been, and I think it's been a good thing what he's been doing the past few years, where people will talk whatever nonsense about him and he just remains in his cave and not respond. I think that built him a bit more respect and more intrigue, more mystery, people wondering what he's up to and not really getting into his inner circle. I think that sort of increased his value, and he should have maintained that. I really feel, that's the flip side of the coin now, I really feel him speaking what he said, that was last week, right? Loses him a bit of respect from the public. And in Zambia, respect is major currency. Look at people who've never really had scandals on the socials and how much respect are still given. I'll give an example of, let's say Maketu. We've never had instances where Maketu, I think, insults other artists or fans or things like that. And because of that, it's kept him relevant in the industry. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this will now kill Yo Maps' relevance, but I just feel he should have still maintained that air of mystery around him where he doesn't respond to things that are said about him. My opinion, my 2 cents.
I largely agree with what you've said.
But
It is to be expected that Yo Maps will be attacked.
exactly.
They say heavy is the head that wears the crown.
And he is the king right now. He's the biggest artist in the country.
That is number one. Number two is whatever you deem a success. But inherently, and I say this in our WhatsApp group, people hate people with money. Look at anybody in history. If you're rich, people don't like that. Am I lying?
Yeah, I mean, I always feel like, how are you enjoying life when we aren't? How are you achieving and we're not?
I'm not saying Yo Maps has money, but then he presents that perception like he has money. Right? He posts pictures of the vehicles that he has, etc.
Oh, the Mustang is beautiful, though.
With that said, I have seen how at any opportunity to attack Yo Maps, people take it. Which begs the question, do people love Yo Maps? Really? Let's take away this last incident where he called people broke. Even if we are to speak about the ongoing issue that's happening with Elias, where there were allegations that were made, people were having a field day. People were laughing. If we were to take that away, whatever tiny little incident that happens around Yo Maps, you will notice how blogs will have a field day laughing at this. Have you ever picked that up?
Yeah.
So it begs the question, yes, he makes amazing music. And yes, people do like his music. But do people like him as a person?
That's another question, yeah.
What do you think?
I think they do.
Why? If you're to separate him as the artist
From the art.
Yes. Why do you say that?
I think up until that statement, he has been seen as Is it even right to say it's a rags to riches story? Let's call it that. Because, I mean, when he posts photos of where he comes from, he doesn't come from a rich family. You know what I mean? So he's coming from a background that shows many of us that you can make it despite of where you're coming from. So with having said that, I feel a lot of people love that element about him. He's shown us you can succeed. Even if you come from nowhere.
I disagree.
Why?
Because he's the one that's pushing that narrative. It's not people that are pushing the narrative of
but
rags
he's
to
pushed,
riches.
at the end of the day, he's branded himself that way and people have bought into the brand and they appreciate that about him.
No, because how many other people do you see speak about that? When people speak about Yo Maps, you hardly see people speak about that element of
No, but I'm saying it built up from there and people have sort of like watched him grow in the industry and they grow with him. And I think they appreciate that side of the guy. You know what I mean?
Kalenga, I am talking about things that you see on social media.
About
when people,
him.
Yes, when people talk about him. Because the God to honest truth is you do not see people talk about that narrative. You do not.
No, you do not. I'm just saying it stems from there, builds up from there. Then
No, he's the one that's pushing it. When there are things that are spoken about Yo Maps, that is not really part of the conversation.
But then again, Elson, how much do people know about you apart from what they see on social media?
No, I hear you, but people feel they know him in the sense that whatever they comment about him
Right.
is what they feel they know. Okay. So if I'm to ask you the top 3 things that are associated to Yo Maps, what do you think they are? Top 3 things.
There's a lot of hate targeted at Yo Maps.
2,
Him being married to kiddies.
3,
His kids. Is it kids or
including
kids?
Mizukanji, right?
Yeah.
And Kandeke. When people are talking about Yo Maps, those are the things that they generally speak about. You never really hear his poverty issue being discussed there.
For me, you're just proving my point. It means he's really guarded his personal life
No, but then
quite well.
now you're contradicting yourself because you said he pushed the narrative of rags to riches.
Yes,
And now you're saying he's guarding his life very well.
When you tell me that's all people know, it means he's guarded it quite well.
But then you said he pushed the narrative of rags to riches. So how is he guarding his life when you said he's pushing that,
hold
issue?
that thought. Gob, you're saying?
Yeah, I think people don't like Yo Maps.
Exactly what
They
I'm
love
saying.
to hate Yo Maps.
They love to hate Yo Maps because I can give just 2 examples where Yo Maps never came public, but they just happened in the background. Do you know that when Telemanda was first arrested, it was Yo Maps and Kiddies who
were the first to show up.
That story never went anywhere.
The only person who brought that up was Mutale herself.
Telemanda, that story never went
A
anywhere.
month after the case.
But remember when Yo Maps was arrested in Namibia? Whoa, it was
Bingo. People loved it. People were laughing.
It was everywhere. Yo Maps has been arrested in Namibia.
True.
Was it Namibia or Malawi? I'm not
It was
sure.
Namibia. Yeah.
It was Namibia.
Yeah.
And there was a time that he showed up late for a show again
In South Africa.
in South Africa.
Yes,
Did
and
you see
they
how people
stoned
were
him.
having a field day?
Yeah.
So it's like people are showing up on his page to see how bad is he failing, and he keeps on proving them wrong.
Yeah, but like you did say, heavy is the crown. What
Heavy
was
is the head.
Heavy
that
is
wears
the head that
crown.
wears the crown, yeah. Any human, which is why a lot of Americans are celebrating the downfall of Diddy. Like you said, when you've got money, people just want to see your downfall. You've reached the pinnacle of what they can imagine.
Precisely.
So anything after that, they just want to see your downfall.
Very
It's what
good.
they wait for.
Very good.
Yeah.
So now we are there. How then do you move when you know that I am in this position?
You need to be very...
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
How do you move when you know that you are in that position?
You need to be a Jay-Z. Scarcity branding is what they call it.
Yep.
Scarcity branding. Be seen as little as possible by the public. Be heard from as little as possible.
Bingo. I was about to say the same
with
thing.
your art. Let
Can-
people feast on your art and disappear again.
Can you put all your emotions into your music?
That's it.
That's it. Because social media is a double-edged sword. It could be extremely good or it could destroy you.
Yeah.
Social media itself is not toxic. The people on it.
Is where the toxicity stems from.
So seeing that, I honestly feel the less that, just like you said, put your emotions into your music. We had, I'm drawing a blank. It's not Market 2. What's Market 2's brother's name?
Chef
Chef.
187.
You remember when we had him on this year podcast and the issues that he had with Chela Tukuta, for example, when Chela took a photo of him and the president, and Chela refused to give him the photo.
Right.
He did not take it to social media. He put it in a song.
Taking frustrations out in a song, eh?
Patterson Daka.
I took a photo with the president, Chela being Chela no ifumia. That was a dope ass line. I enjoyed that one.
So I feel that could be channeled differently.
Yeah. Well, I think I really like Yomaf, to be honest. And I wouldn't want to see his downfall. He, for me, is an example of what could happen when somebody focuses on their passion and invests in their passion, which he has. And I really wouldn't want to see the guy fall. Even when he was locked up in Namibia, I told him that. I called him, actually. I did. And we spoke. Interesting conversation we had.
Okay.
Some really good, strong stuff, Coin.
Oh, you ever got flu?
No, just drinking it because Coin gave it to me. It's actually made by Big Tree.
What the hell? Did you see that? Did you see what he just did? Coin said, it's good for you. Is there something you want to tell us?
It's actually made
Kalenga?
by Big Tree.
I know. I said, is there something you want to
Coin,
tell
is there
us?
something you want to tell us?
Is everything okay at home?
I
there?
found Coin with 1,000 bottles of these.
Is everything okay at home? Wifey happy?
Ask Coin. I found these here.
Oh, you're taking it.
You know what they do? Read that. Boost immunity.
Well, Coin seems to have a different...
Coin has different takeaway and thoughts on so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys, the floods in Lusaka.
We
Is
did
this water going to the Kariba Dam in any way?
Apparently, Zesco says no. Zesco says the water is lower in Kariba than it was last year.
How?
I need to call someone from PR. From Zesco. Right now.
We've got floods.
Wait.
People swimming, literally, and fishing. And
I need to call someone from PR. And
God,
when I hate
which
me
area
for
is
doing
that? The one that's flooding a lot?
I think Mandayo, Great Eastern. It's
No, there's looks like
even Kanyama.
looks like Chalala, those houses, bro.
Chala, it's rare. It's actually Libala
Libala, Kamwala
How
South
are
areas,
you?
I think, yeah.
area.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm here with Kalenga. I'm deliberately not going to say your name because we're actually shooting a podcast and we're talking about Zesco. So I'll not say your name. Do you want me to continue with my question or will I speak to you later?
You want? What do you want?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, no, you can come up. I just heard you with Kalenga.
We are shooting a podcast
Yes.
and we were speaking about Zesco.
Yeah, talking about Zesco. Is that episode that I saw that time?
Right now, we are recording right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can continue.
Are you sure you want me to continue?
No, because I don't know what I've
The moment she said, "Are you
I
sure?"
don't
she
know
gets.
what
Okay,
it's
I'll
about.
let Kalenga ask you. Kalenga, don't say her name. I'll let Kalenga ask you the question.
I will not mention your name. The news about water levels being very low at the Kariba Dam with all the floods we're seeing in Lusaka. How true is this? There's no water in the Kariba and we're seeing floods here. Forgive us for asking this question from a layman's point of view, but we're just curious.
Sorry, if it's a question regarding work, it would be better maybe I escalate the issue to my superiors who are eligible to answer that question.
That is fine.
All right, okay.
That is fine.
Understood.
Is that okay?
Understood.
No problem. That's fine.
Yeah,
Understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So if you be on, maybe I can tell the spokesperson and my supervisors, then they can get back to you.
That is fine.
All right, thanks. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Kabidi PF spokesperson.
They said that the water levels are lower than they were last year.
Isn't it raining more this year? Wait, the same Zesco that said, oh, no, it's actually Bank of Zambia that told us some
But
very interesting
how do
stories.
you explain that though? Coin, I think you're smarter than everybody in this room. Please give Coin the microphone so Coin can...
Like, have we already used up whatever water is supposed to be flooding up?
We are talking about Zesco claiming that the water levels in Kariba are lower, actually, now
Than they were last year.
than they were last year when there was no rain. Can you please expagorate on that? In the same, while we're speaking about Zesco, tell me why Namibia is thanking Zesco for electricity. Oh my God. This is comedy gold. I did. They're like Zikomo Kwambili.
I'm also aware of the electricity problems that Zambia is facing. But despite the problems that we have with the supply of electricity in Zambia, you still supply us with electricity. Again, you would have said we cannot sacrifice our power when we have shortage. But you still give us. Katima Mlilo town, where I come from here, is supplied with power from Zambia. When you have a power outage here, we also have power outage. But that's the brotherhood we are talking about, the neighborhood we're talking about.
Hey, congratulations, you played yourself.
So, is there load shedding in Namibia at this point?
We need to ask Luis. He's the only Namibian that I know.
Or Port-au-Prince?
What's good? We need to get somebody from Zesco.
Miss Zesco is calling back.
Let me find out.
She did say.
Hi. Yes.
You know, the logic that we don't get most of the time is if we are experiencing load shedding and we are also exporting electricity at the same time, that means we've got a surplus of electricity, right? Then why are we still experiencing load shedding? Question upon question. And then again, to say water levels in Kariba are low. But anyway, at the end of the day, we're all laymen here. And none of us is actually an electrical engineer or a water engineer to know what's going on, right? Someone's not telling the truth, is all we can say, bro. Someone's not telling the truth. Good news?
Won't stop talking. So I've got the board chair's number now.
She sent the board chair's number.
Yes. Of Zesco. So
the new one, because they fired the last guy, right?
I'm going to call him and find out.
You're on the podcast.
What if they want to give me money first? Me, I've stopped being a bad boy. I'm putting money first.
They want to give
His name is Victor Ngube.
Is it a new one? Where did I read something about the board chairperson changing it?
Can we vote? Should we call this guy or not?
Let's do it. The truth shall set us free.
All right. Let's do this. Gring, gring, Mr. Victor Ngube. This is what? Almost 6 p.m. He must be driving home.
Yep.
The board chair doesn't drive himself home. Don't they get drivers? And a VX?
Is it ringing?
It's ringing.
Ha, gwang, gwang, gwang.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record.
I think it was warned.
When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Ngube. My name is Kalenga from That Z podcast. We were calling you in connection to the recent statement by Zesco to find out if the water levels are indeed lower now than they were last year or the other way around. So you can give me a call back. Thank you. What's wrong?
Maybe his battery died.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But then it's ringing.
No, like right after.
says there's load shedding.
That's what I was saying, actually.
And we want to know why Namibia is thanking Zambia for electricity.
That's like you feeding the neighbor's kids when your own kids are hungry, eh?
Well, unless
you're paying for your neighbor's kids to go to private school and yet your own.
Unless if Namibia is paying more.
That's what I was saying. If we've got a surplus and we're actually supplying to Namibia and they're paying more.
If who has a surplus?
Why else would you export?
If who has a surplus? If Zambia has got a surplus?
No, look, what I'm saying is if we are exporting, the direct translation from that is we've got a surplus. Either that or Namibia is paying 10 times what we would have made.
That's the only explanation.
Yes. Namibia is. Because remember the last time we exported to South Africa, that was the logic.
Lalela, let me tell you. You are a father. Ne?
Your children.
Let me tell you. You've got milli-mil in your house. And your neighbor is saying, I will pay you
$100 for a bag.
$100 for a bag.
Which
and
costs 100 kwacha.
And your ungrateful ass kids are in there. I'll tell my neighbor, bruh, bring the money. Fuck these kids.
Fam.
Oh man. Now we need to have this guy on the podcast. Wait, didn't we we hear Getting Combo say that they could dig a canal?
You know, that's one question we forgot to ask Mr. Nkombo when we had him on the podcast earlier this year.
Gob, where did they say we could dig the canal from?
I gave you a simple solution. Plug a canal from Chembe River to bring it to Kitwe there. You have water that will turn the turbines over the already existing plant at Kafue God, even at Tej. It will produce. Do you remember Tej power station and Kafue are on the same river? So you generate power there. It will be running on full capacity. You also generate power here. And when the Doha power station comes into being, you generate power 3 times with the same water. Then you call water an economic.
We forgot to ask him. How far?
Call him.
Call him. Him no. Him no.
There's money coming, right?
Can neither confirm nor deny?
No, call him.
No.
I still have his number.
Then call him.
And I will say, sir, we forgot to ask one question last time at your house.
Then call him.
Because you made claims about when we get into power, we're going to build a canal.
Which one do you have? Because he's got 2. One, he never answers.
I wonder why.
Which one do you have? Tell me the last digits.
No, it's in the... crap. Where's my Samsung phone? Did I come with it?
Wait a
with
minute.
a blue cover?
Oh, these are power moves. He's got 2 numbers. They are exactly the same. But one is MTN and one is Airtel. They're exactly the same.
Yeah, you can do that, yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho, that's that about Zesco. We'll call them and get a chairman's report sometime soon. If he calls back, please record the conversation and tell him we're recording for this podcast.
Have you noticed how Apple iPhones have got this record function on the top left corner when you make a call?
I didn't notice that.
Let me tell you.
When you make a
On
call.
3 occasions, my fat ass cheeks accidentally pressed that record button. And here's the craziest thing. It tells the person on the other line
That you're recording.
that you're recording.
Have I not updated?
Are you calling me?
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Okay, so I'm going to pick up.
Okay.
Do you see that? That right there.
I officially need a new phone.
You don't have it?
I don't have it.
Okay, hold on. So put it on speaker.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to press record. Listen to this.
I officially need a new phone. Oh, your call is being recorded.
You heard that,
Okay,
right?
okay, yeah. Well, at least it's transparent enough to let you know.
But now imagine if it's an accident.
Oh,
And now
then you
person
look
then
like...
thinks- then you look like you're
yeah.
just randomly recording these people. But I will record it. I've already told him that this is Kalenga. So I can say whatever the hell I want.
And now a new security at my house. Ish guy, the Katete guy, albino. So the sentencing to
Is this
life...
still happening? Where
Yeah.
albinos are being killed?
A lot of people still feel... Or they're told that they can actually sell...
Body parts of an albino.
yeah, a person living with
Apparently,
albinism.
that is the politically incorrect term of calling.
Person living with albinism, yeah.
Yeah.
It's still very big in Tanzania to the point where you have to hide your child if you've got a child living with albinism. Yeah.
You have to hide them?
Hide, yes.
What kind of life are they living?
Well, I don't know if it's the whole of Tanzania, but I witnessed some of this at the border when I lived in Nakonde and Tunduma areas. Child is born with albinism, that child will be hunted down. So you have to escort that kid to school and back. Wherever that kid goes needs to be escorted by someone. In extreme cases, both of you will be attacked. They'll probably beat you and leave you in a drain somewhere.
And take the child.
And take the child. As gruesome as this may sound, chop up the child and take to a witch doctor for rituals. And these people apparently become rich from such rituals.
So it's a money thing. And
Yeah, it is a money thing.
apparently this dude was promised 1 billion kwacha.
Yes, so the sentencing to life imprisonment of a 21-year-old Katete district guy named Paul Banda. JJ Banda, Paul Banda. Who killed his albino friend and attempting to sell his body for 1 billion kwacha.
Listen.
You can't put a price tag on human life, but 1 billion? Who's
What
gonna
the
buy?
hell? Shut your punk ass up right now. What are you trying to say? What are you about to say?
What I'm about to say is, who, even if it's you, we killed you, who would want to buy it for 1 billion? That's my point.
Oh, that's not where I thought the
No,
conversation was going.
I know where
You were
thought this
like,
was
I don't support murder, but 1
come
billion.
on.
Isn't that how he sounded?
No, but wait, maybe I should ask this question this way. Are there people actually willing to buy a human for 1 billion, Kwacha?
It depends what kind of
Why,
human.
why would you even buy a human being in the first place?
I don't think you buy. Well, I don't. So
Yes, you take,
my lem's understanding of this is I don't think the person that he was giving the body parts to would give him 1 billion, but I think that he would get 1 billion as a result of the
selling the body parts.
Yes, so obviously it's witchcraft, right? It's
So,
rituals.
Wholesale 1 billion. Okay.
No, man, not that, nigga. What does the witch doctor do with the body parts? Perform rituals.
How does that work?
And then those rituals are what will then bring you the money and the fortune. So you would get 1 billion over time. So if you are a marketer, for example, your business will boom.
So let me sell you this. Pay me 1 lump sum and you go make your billions more from this.
I don't think that's how it works. Wait, I know a Sangoma. Let me call her.
Of course you do. Whose number don't you have?
Let me call her.
You know, I actually wanted to bring a Sangoma to the podcast.
Why didn't you?
I was connected by Paul Cruz. And let me call my Sangoma.
Okay, let's see.
My Sangoma guy.
Let's see who Sangoma picks up first.
No. Let's hear what they say. Both of them. Let's see what both say. Yeah.
I've got.
Crap, what did I save him as?
The number you have called.
What the hell?
He's a Sangoma. He knew I was going to make this score.
Yeah, it's a Sangoma. He knew the score was coming. I'm about to switch off my phone in 3, 2, 1.
Wait. I've got his number. I can't remember his name. Daniel or something. Could he have a name from the Bible, though? What am I doing having a Sangoma's number? You should be very worried.
Wait, who are you calling? The Sangoma or Paul Cruz?
Oh,
The number.
but there's that number you gave me for that Sangoma guy. I can't remember his name.
I don't have his number.
No, you gave it to me. I have his number. I can't remember what name to look for in my phone.
Dr. One or something.
Yohane, yes. All right, cool. Thanks.
Before you call that person,
Yeah.
I want to know the conversation that led to Paul Cruz giving you a Sangoma's number. Well, what kind of conversations are you having where he's sending you a number for a Sangoma?
This was, he gave me this number, I think, early last year.
And don't say it was for the podcast.
No, it was for the podcast.
See, this nigga here.
But I'm telling you,
I
it was-
was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that.
So, remember the time you and I had a discussion mid last year? We're talking about let's have a variety of guests. People are not in music or entertainment, famous people. And I thought,
And this nigga drags me into this.
yes. Oh, there he is. Did I say him as doctor or just. Yeah.
That ain't no goddamn doctor.
Yohane. If he doesn't pick up, I also just think, then it's true they know what we're about to do. That's what I've been going through, guys.
How good is that Sangoma?
You showed me this one at ShopRite.
Yeah, same one.
Oh. Mid. No, but she did say that one sees things, so she saw this call coming.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Yane. Good evening.
That's my brother.
I'm very, very well. How are you?
I'm very much okay.
Dr. Yane, I don't know if you remember me, but I was given your number by your old friend, Paul Cruz.
I know your number has been so good.
Okay,
It's
we...
been saved by saying Paul friend.
Paul's friend.
Yeah, I saw that you're friend for.
Yes, I am. I remember the last conversation we had, we were talking about you coming on that Z podcast. Are you in Lusaka now? Are you still in the Copper Belt? Where are you? Yeah, in Lusaka?
Yeah.
Are you able to come on the podcast? We've got some interesting questions and things that we would love to understand from you.
Like when?
When else?
Weekend.
This weekend.
Basically, how you?
You come through.
I'm not much good in English.
You're not good. No, don't worry. Don't worry. You don't need to be good in English.
Okay, then no problem. Make an arrangement.
Number, Dr. Yone, not got a question in fast. This guy who's been arrested, Ku Katete, he was found with his friend's albino body. He was trying to sell it for 1 billion. What do witch doctors do with albino people when they, take them for these rituals? How do people become rich from that?
As traditional, the tradition is different, right? Somewhere they use spiritual.
Yeah?
And they use spiritual. Some they put in rituals. Yeah. So it's a multi-right person, because where I grow, I'm deeper to them. It depends in the way they exist.
It depends with what?
Then we'll be able to get it done.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
So, those questions are not, I think I have to consult.
Oh, you also have to consult. Okay.
But they are there, and there are rumors that they use these things when they want to make somebody rich. Yeah.
So what are you? Because I was told you're a witch doctor.
That's why I say we are different.
Oh, there's levels to these things.
Let me give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
There's what you call music industry. There are some who are singing rappers, some gospel, but they call them musicians, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even as traditional doctors, we are different.
So which
So we are in a different category.
So which type are you? Are you the type that brings back lost lovers? Do you bring back lost lovers? Do you bring back lost lovers?
Not witch doctor, a traditional healer. So you get to cure people who are passing through the...
Can you cast sickness on people? Can you cast sickness on people?
You are able to find a job, and maybe they have what you call back. Yeah, so I can, yeah.
Or you're able to help people find jobs and bring back lost lovers.
Then if you are sick.
Virgin, I've got a customer for him.
But you're not answering my question. Are you able to bring back lost lovers?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, thank you. We'll call you.
Usually do that.
Usually do that.
Yeah.
All right.
I can assure you, I've received different cases for 40 of them. Yeah.
40?
40 people who want lost lovers back?
40 people who want to bring back lost lovers today?
Yeah.
Today?
Has anyone ever gone to him for me? I need to show you my picture.
Doc, I'll call you. We'll have this interview this weekend. All right, thanks.
Wait, did
He
this nigga
says
say
just today alone.
he had 40 people?
40 people. It's Valentine's week. I think Valentine's Day happened.
Yeah, it's Valentine's month. That's what it is.
I need to find out how this works. Do they smoke?
We need to get him actually sooner than the
Valentine's Day,
weekend.
yeah. Let's do this on
And
Wednesday.
put up his on Wednesday and put up his phone number so people call him. We need to get Virgin laid. Virgin, wait, can you please give Virgin the microphone? Speaking of Virgin, we promised to take Virgin on a date, you and I.
Yeah. Valentine's Day is coming, yeah.
Do you remember Virgin? How far are we with that? Have you found a girl yet?
Nope.
But we're sponsoring the date, right?
I do.
We're paying for everything.
Even picking you up from home.
No yangos, no. We are picking you up.
Steve.
We're even wearing suits as we pick you
Steve
up.
can hook you up with a suit.
Oh,
Suit City.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Suit City.
So how can we do this? Let's run a little
Paul?
not poll, like a contestant to see. You said you like them light skinned.
Yes.
What else?
Short.
You like them short? Okay, so short and light skinned. What age? What age range?
Age range. 18.
18?
Only 18.
Yes, 18.
Okay, that's legal. We can support that. And then body type short and what else? Short, slim, short, thick.
Thick.
Is it thick?
Yep.
Okay. So hey, listen. If you fit the description,
BBLs.
if you are watching this, or if you know someone that fits the description, tag them, inbox us. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Valentine's Day is soon.
Or if you have a young sister looking for a virgin guy, we have a guy for you.
In fact, Le Elementos, we still have got the MD's number.
There are many places that still us rooms. I think even Ciela last year, we didn't go. Remember?
We did not,
Yeah.
including the Hilton too.
Oh, Hilton. Valentine's Day last year.
Yes.
We've got rooms at the Hilton as well. So
So, happy to hook you up. And I sell condoms. Just need to put a button on that.
why are people laughing?
I don't know. I have got no idea. What's wrong with you people? We're doing the Lord's work here. Listen, before we move on, I'm going to tell you people 2024, the top 10 best-selling smartphones.
How do you just move from condoms to smartphones? Are they connected?
No.
All right, cool. Let's go.
No, I'm already over
All right.
it.
All right, cool.
At number 10
Number
is the Galaxy
10.
A05,
Number 9.
the iPhone 16 Pro,
Number 8.
the iPhone 14.
Wait, they're basing this top 10 off what? Sales? Or sales?
Yeah.
All right, cool. We can go on.
Number 7, the Galaxy S24 Ultra. Number 6, the Galaxy A15 4G. Number 5,
A15 is a good phone.
apparently. Number 5, the iPhone 16 Pro Max.
Wait, A15 4G.
Yes, Galaxy.
Made it. Oh, sales. Okay, yeah,
Yes.
that one could sell, yeah.
Number 4, the Galaxy A15 5G.
Okay.
Number 3, in the world, the iPhone 15 Pro. Number 2, the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Number 1, the iPhone 15. Listen, the iPhone had 6 entries in the top 10.
Wow.
This is a cult, is what this is.
I mean, they've branded themselves very well, so.
This is incredible. Wait, is there anybody in here who doesn't have an iPhone?
Coin.
Virgin and Coin.
So already this is, okay. 80% already in this room have iPhones.
Yeah.
That tells you something.
It does.
Because, I mean, at the end of the day, an iPhone is not just a phone. It's a statement. It's
Social status. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
I've-
people want to have it for that reason more than the function that the phone has.
I don't think I've owned any other phone. So my first phone was a Nokia. The one that I used to play Snake on, the 3310. You remember?
Mine was...
And then from there I moved. So I had that for so long up until the first iPhone came out.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
I've jumped from brand to brand. I think my first phone's like a Sony Ericsson.
Was that the color? Was that the flip?
No, it was just like a small brick with very protruding buttons.
I remember.
Yeah.
And I remember back then my dad had
And then
the
I had
Motorola.
a Motorola. Hello.
The
Moto.
Razr.
Yeah, I never had the Razr though. That was a statement as well when it came out, eh?
Bruh. You're getting all the chicks in Kitwe, weren't you?
No, I never had the Samsung. That's what I'm saying. And then they brought in the slides, the D500.
Oh, I remember that.
Man.
I
The what?
remember.
E250 slide.
Do you remember how back in the day you could get codes, input those codes, and they would form a song that would be a
Oh,
ringtone?
yeah.
So it could be like A, E, F something,
Yeah, and then to give you a song. Yeah.
like Lonely by Akon.
I'm sure you also remember the first time you ever heard a polyphonic ringtone.
I remember that.
I was on a bus heading to town, and then, you know, like a Rosa bus, yeah? I was seated like right by the door, and people walk in, then they will go past to the back. And it's one of those trips where people are not talking much. So it was a quiet trip. I think we're all just busy in our thoughts, in our heads. And then bang, bang, do, do, cha, dang, dang. So we thought it was like a radio playing. Then it cuts and somebody says, hello? I'm like, wait,
What the hell was that?
50 Cent enough. Dude.
Now here's a genuine question.
Remember I emphasized the fact that nobody was talking on the bus? When that rang, he got off the call. One lady asked, sorry, was that your phone? And everybody now says, wow.
But
wow.
Let me ask you a question. How many of us in this room think that this call was perfectly timed? He told the person to say, I need you to call me in 10 minutes. I'm going to be around a bunch of peasants.
Man. And I think the most we had then was the Moto Razor giving us just one of those.
Oh, Moto. I remember that.
Just those polyphonic ringtones.
Yeah.
That had more than just a tone.
Yeah.
And then a song played, bruh. A whole song.
A whole song.
Go, shorty. Iwe. Mind blown.
Do you remember even the first time you heard a caller tune as you were holding for somebody to pick up?
And the song plays And the
song plays.
Yeah, I think
listening to Gwen Stefani, Holla Back Girl.
MTN were one of the first to do that, yeah? And you had to pay a little something for that, right?
You had to pay for that to listen to Gwen Stefani.
I mean, people became rich from it. Remember people like Soulja Boy actually made millions of
he did.
Caller ringback tones?
He did. Yes, he did.
That boy figured out the music industry way before everyone, bruh.
Video games too.
Yeah. Nah, Soulja Boy.
And I don't know if you heard about this dude. I think we must have spoken about this, because if we haven't, I want to speak about it now because I've been following this trial for quite a bit. The guy that said the police call me in South Africa.
Has he got his billions?
Well, the court has ordered Vodacom to pay.
That's why I'm asking, has he got his billions now?
No, not yet. But for the sake of the people that don't know, my son must call him back now. Nigga,
what's up?
Wagwan.
Wagwan, rude boy.
Good, I just got home.
You just got home? Listen, quick disclaimer before you start flirting with me. So I'm on
Oh my God.
I'm on the podcast right now, and I'm with Kalenga. Kalenga, say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So we were speaking about, there was this kid, this 21-year-old kid from Katete that was arrested and sentenced to life because he had murdered his albino friend to sell the body parts for rituals. So
Right.
Neither Kalenga or myself know anything about what witch doctors or any of the people that buy these body parts use them for. Do you have any idea?
Yes, I do.
Tell me. So what are they used for?
Usually used by politicians. This is obviously black magic. This has got nothing to do with healing and the type of work that I do. But a lot of politicians use it for power. And to win. Some people also use it for riches and money. Others use it for winning court cases. But there's a long lost belief, so to speak, that there's a lot of power in certain parts of albinos.
So which parts exactly?
It depends on the purpose and what they want it for. Every human body part represents something different.
Did you hear that?
What would the toes represent?
The toes.
Yeah.
The toes would have to be about basically, running a distance, running a race of some sort. Ensuring that you get to where you need to be.
What about the penis?
That I do not know.
Fertility, maybe?
Possibly. But I know that the human reproductive organs generally represent multiplication. Whatever it is you want to multiply, that would be my assumption if I use my common sense.
Interesting. Wait, hold on. You are colored, right? So you are close. So do your body parts work the same as well?
He's Don't stress me. I don't know.
Let's find out.
Certain parts of a sangoma are believed to be exceptionally powerful.
Are you for real?
Yes.
And interesting.
Follow-up question. Which body parts would interest or would work effectively for a politician running for office? If this is the case, if this is what happens.
It should be part of the head, the skull, brain matter, tongue, hand,
Damn.
heart.
Damn. The important parts.
It's wild. Yeah, and then the organs in particular.
And so moving away from that, what you actually do is you use bones. Is it to read or to heal?
To read for divination. In other cultures, Western, they use tarot cards. Other people use water only. I can use water only. I can use candles only. I don't need to throw bones. The bones are and the bones are mixed with shells and crystals and whatever else, seeds. And it's not human bones. It's not human bones. Yeah, but basically when you throw bones in divination, for me, it's like confirmation. It's like doing a blood test. So you can consult with a medium or a diviner, which are other words for people who, practice African spirituality like a sangoma. And some people, you can just have a conversation by looking in a person's eyes. You can understand what their issue is. So, yeah.
I'm curious.
Vary.
Did I get you correctly when you said you don't use bones, you use water?
Yes, a glass of water.
And I asked this, and I'll explain why in a bit, but what's the significance in your case using water?
Do I have a call coming in or something?
Oh, so it's a WhatsApp call?
Yes.
Hello?
Call.
Hello? I think we've lost
Give
signal.
it a second for it to...
Hello?
I can get you now. I was saying, others use bones. What's the significance for you in using water?
I don't know about significance, but water is one of the 4 elements that, make up earth and beings. So water is simply a portal. It's like when people burn incense or burn sage, you're, transmuting into the element of air. A candle, it's fire, So it depends, as a healer, which elements you're most linked to or, are able to transfer into that, other portal, that spiritual portal with. And then when you look at earth, this is why we use herbs and leaves and things like that, because they represent the element of earth.
This is the second time in as many weeks that I'm hearing about this. And it's sort of... I've had this question for so many times, and I think I'm about to reveal something that I do in private.
Oh, God.
But many times I've spent time in a bathtub just laying there in hot water and praying. Those prayers get answered so quickly. Could that be the explanation behind that?
Exactly. Chances are your ancestral lineage somehow is connected to water. It could also have something to do with the astrology behind when you were born, what your star sign is, because even the star signs are, related to the different elements. So, yeah.
We need to meet. I've got more questions I need to ask, but off this, I'll get your number from Elson.
Sure, no problem.
Okay.
All right. Thanks a lot for this. Do you want us to write your name when we air this episode or no?
No, thank you.
Because we know you've got a very important job.
Remain anonymous. Before some person out decides to come and kill me for something because I'm a sangoma or because
And you've got powerful body parts.
black magic
Speaking
and
of-
things that go on.
Speaking of
around
body
us,
parts,
you know.
can I say how I know you?
Nigga, what do you mean?
Are you ashamed of me?
Dude, are we done here? Has the conversation finished? Have you asked everything you needed to
Bye,
ask?
nigga.
Thank you. Bye.
I spoke about water. Dude, I kid you not. There's... And I think I discovered this by accident somehow, like 6-7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the period I keep sharing about, the period where I went through like a lot of problems in my life?
Yep.
And in retrospect, like, you know, I say hindsight is 20/20, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when I look back, most of the prayers that I prayed while just like laying down in the bathtub full of
God
water.
answered. But let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I believe in that. I believe that is absolutely true. But how much of that do you also believe is just your psyche,
belief?
Your belief.
In that working?
That's the same way as you say, if I wear these socks,
I'm gonna win this.
I'm gonna be lucky. So that boosts your confidence, and that
It
is what
boosts your
you attract.
vibration in
Right.
that moment, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not taking that away from you.
No, it's... And at that moment, it's not even that I was believing that because I'm praying in the water.
Yeah.
It's when I looked back, like we said, hindsight
You
is
then-
20/20.
yeah, you then
realized that when I
realized-
did this and this, I sort of manifested quicker, and I think my vibration was higher in that moment when I look back. And then, like I said, in as many weeks, 2 weeks, last week I was listening to a podcast by a chick called Catherine Zenkina.
Yeah.
She's got a podcast called Manifestation Babe. And in this podcast, she was talking about, you know, how she manifests things using vision boards and blah, blah, blah. And then there's an episode where she spoke about, and sometimes I feel like my vibration is highest when I'm seated in water. And I said,
Bingo.
I've experienced that before, like a lot of times before. And I think your Sangoma, your diviner, has just confirmed that for me as well.
In the Shona tradition, they say you have got a spirit of a mermaid. Yeah, and typically that is associated with money. So there's so many people that whenever they go, I'm about to butcher this, and I need to call somebody that I know. They're actually part of Wicknell's church. The people that can tell you.
The white garment people.
Yes, the people that can tell you the type of spirit that you have in you. Because some, you are like a lion, that you can go out into the jungle with nothing and you come back with like a massive animal that you'd have hunted, right? And some, they say you derive your power from water. And to test that, they say you take an egg. I don't know what they do. And they tell you to throw the egg in the water. And there is this amazing, huge ripple that it causes if you have that power. That if somebody else who doesn't have that power does the same thing, it will not have that effect. So there's tests and ways that they check to see where you derive your power from. So depending on where you derive your power from, just like the lion thing that I just told you, where you literally have nothing and you go into the wilderness and you kill a massive animal with your bare hands, that obviously is a metaphor of you going out into the corporate world, hustling, and you've come with basically nothing. All you have is your brain and your mouth, right?
And you come back with the big deals.
And you come back with the big deals. So, and to tap into that, they basically tell you what you need to be able to do to tap into that.
Now, I think for me, this raises a debate about something that CR1 said about 3-4 years ago, and I watched this closely.
About you?
No. When people asked him, saying, when you're doing all that healing and prophesying and whatever, we don't believe this power. You're actually like a real prophet from God. Where does this power come from? And his response was, we've always had powers as African people, but the white man came to Africa and told us these powers were evil and were witchcraft.
Yep.
Do you think they are evil? Do you think they are witchcraft? Do you think these powers have just been there as Africans? We've just had these powers.
We've had these powers. In fact, let me tell you, let me blow your mind. You know that Zimbabwe is one of the few countries that fought to get their independence back. Other countries negotiated for their independence. Right? South Africa, for example.
Right. Yeah.
So during the Chimurenga, which is the liberation struggle, there was a lady called Mbuyane.
we had Alice Lenshina here.
So what a lot of people do not realize is that the person who they called Mbuyane Handa was not really Mbuyane Handa. She is the one that inhabited her spirit. And she led people. And legend has it that apparently you could go under a specific tree and you could ask the ancestors for food. And food be found under that tree.
In India, they call that tree the Kalpavuksa.
There's still places right now in Zim that are sacred. A mountain called Nyanga, where you don't go there and you talk shit. You spit, you urinate, etc. because you go missing.
Serious?
Yes.
You should never go there.
Nah, I'm cool, man. I am cool. So I absolutely believe that way before Whitey came over here, we were cool. And they're not evil at all because they were used for good. The same way as the Muslims pray through Muhammad.
No, Muhammad is a prophet. They pray to Allah.
Through?
No, I don't pray through anyone.
No, really? Oh,
no.
Yeah, no, I mistook.
We as Christians pray through Jesus, yes, but Muslims, no. Muhammad is a prophet.
Oh, wait, let me tell you something crazy that happened. Did you see? I know I digress. Did you see the plane crash that happened in Philadelphia?
Oh, yeah. Which one?
Wait, so there were two crashes that happened in a space of a week. The one that was a plane that collided with a helicopter.
Yeah. That's
then a couple of days later, an ambulance crashed into the street.
Yeah, that one I saw.
One of the funniest videos I saw is a guy who was on his cell phone. As the plane was pummeling towards the ground, this guy was yelling Allah Akbar. Right?
The guy taking the video?
The guy taking the video. The guy was yelling Allah Akbar the entire time. That the minute that the plane crashed on the ground and exploded into flames, the guy was like, "Oh my God!" I'm like,
all of a sudden you're American now.
I will look for that video. I'm like, all of a sudden you're Christian?
Oh my God.
I'm like, bruh, you were saying Allah Akbar, now you're saying, oh my God.
I really don't like people who want to make Islam look like a bad religion. Extremists.
Every religion has extremists. Every religion has extremists.
Exactly. But of course, we've made the Muslim terrorists the terrorists who come in the name of Allah make the whole religion look like everyone's about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we've also got our prophets. Oh, man. Christianity in this country. We have our very interesting prophets. And then we have people who keep skeletons in their bedrooms in the hope that... What was the hope again? That they would revive him if they prayed enough?
That she was a prophetess and she would make money from it.
Exactly my point.
What do we have?
Giving God a bad name.
Sir Kalinga as the next talking podcast because we need to go soon.
You wanna? I know you're really itching to talk about Donald Trump.
I hate that dude.
I love Donald Trump, bro.
And did you just see that? Apparently, they want to kill U.S. aid. Totally.
Ooh, and do you know how much money comes to Zambia through U.S. aid? Okay, now I don't like Trump very much anymore because I had good deals from U.S. aid.
And do you
all
realize,
those are gone?
No,
yeah?
but that's not Donald Trump, right?
What? Cutting U.S. aid?
Yeah.
Wait, who's doing that?
That's Elon Musk.
Oh, because he's the efficiency secretary, right?
DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's been calling it, I don't know, a rogue or whatever it is, but it is Elon Musk who wants to cut U.S. aid.
We thought he was our favorite African American. Look at this now.
Who's we?
I
kept telling you niggas.
We all called him our African American.
Do you know how many people are going to go out of employment now? Those people that were the big buyers, the granddaddies. Because of U.S. aid money.
Yeah, because those budgets were big, man. Yeah, those budgets were big.
I got some money last year from them.
Yeah.
It's sad. It is sad.
Because I already know people who are not going for work until April.
And apparently they got an email
American
to
embassy.
report to their offices.
Yeah, for like what, 85 days they've given them?
So are they getting paid?
No, it's not paid.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know someone who's not going for work and it's not paid for three. It's gonna be 85 days is 3 months. Yeah, no pay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That
So what are
is
they?
crazy.
What's the explanation? What are they waiting for?
They want to see if, number one, they need it. Number two, to see what is necessary, what isn't. So they want to track because they felt that the guy that was heading USAID was mishandling funds. So they want to audit that to see if it still makes sense to begin to keep funding your blackies.
So the only thing that's going to get funding is where they see they've got pain points.
And what he said,
they'll fix that.
And you know what he
Everything
said? He said he'll give funding to countries that like him.
Have we liked him enough? Because we do need American money.
What for?
Medicines. Remember that most.
Can we not be self?
Remember,
can we not do that?
can, and I think it's about time that we open our minds up.
Precisely. Do you also
John
realize?
B. Samoe said this over 11 whatever years ago. She said, "Aid is what keeps Africa poor. If you cut off the aid, maybe we'll start thinking."
I will give you two examples that I know. Do you realize that this is also how Zimbabwe became self-sufficient when they were hit with sanctions? They began producing things within Zim. And a lot of the stuff is now being exported. Mazoe, for example, is being exported. Like a lot of stuff is being exported now outside because we do not have any other choice anymore.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So another one.
This will be Zambia's wake-up call.
But I was about to say the same thing. Because now, if you saw the statement that was released by the Botswana government, where they said, in as much as it is horrible, it is actually now a challenge to see, can we raise the same amount of money that America was giving us to continue with the ARVs and the HIV medication? You niggas need to stop. You niggas need to stop having raw sex now, because there's no more ARVs. All right?
You know what would be a major plot twist?
Tell me.
America's now trying to boom with the production of EVs, right? Electric vehicles.
Yeah.
Where are they getting that lithium from? Africa. Imagine if Africa just blocked itself off and said, bam, we're only selling to China or anybody else apart from America.
Bingo.
They would need us. But are we able to do that?
No.
Because a lot of African leaders...
We pander to whitey.
Yeah.
That's our problem.
A lot of African leaders need that buck.
We pander to whitey. That's our problem. And, speaking of, because when we were speaking about getting cut off, I'm just going to give you a brief, I know your attention span is extremely low.
5 seconds and you lose me.
So give me 3 minutes. Put your phone down.
I said 5 seconds.
Put your phone down. Thank you. I'm going to try and explain this. If I can get Virgin to understand this, I know 80% of the people watching this will understand it.
College dropout too.
Yes. So, AI was created by, ChatGPT was created by OpenAI. Mm-hmm. And the cost for that was around $7 billion. Mm-hmm. A major part of the cost were the chips that the computers that process AI were buying. And there's only one company that makes these chips. That's NVIDIA.
Yeah.
Right? If you heard Donald Trump say they have put together $500 billion to create a massive data center and advance AI in America, etc., he announced this like a week after his inauguration. The bulk of this money was going to buying more chips. So now, remember OpenAI, when they made ChatGPT, they used thousands and thousands of chips just to run this. Mm-hmm. Actually, hundreds of thousands.
Right. The master computers they built
Precisely.
2 years ago, yeah.
They can even buy millions, which is like what Facebook was trying to do with the massive data center that they wanted to do.
Quantum computers.
Right. Meta wants to build a massive data center, so they actually want to buy millions of those chips. One country that was cut off from getting those chips was China. Because China was in a race with America technology-wise.
AI. But hasn't China built something even faster, more powerful?
I'm going there. China was in a race with America technology-wise, which is a big part of why America wanted the US version of TikTok to be sold to an American company. Right? So, one guy who was the owner of a hedge fund made about $8 billion from the hedge fund, and he had retired. And then he figured, you know what? Why don't I create my own AI tool? And then they asked him, but do you have the chips? They said, when I was doing the hedge fund and way back then, he had collected a few thousand chips.
And that's all he needed.
A few thousand chips.
Right.
So with those few thousand chips, he then started creating DeepSeek.
Oh, crap. I've seen DeepSeek trending on Instagram, bro. Like,
And when he released
let me show you something. Yeah.
And when he released it, now remember, the other people before him that created AI had used billions of dollars. And he managed to create something more advanced with only $5.6 million and a few thousand chips. Which then begs the question, the 500 billion that Trump and them had put aside to buy all those chips, are all those necessary? If China could build something more advanced at a fraction of the cost. Do you realize the stock market lost $1 trillion with things that were AI related because of DeepSeek?
Somebody was ripping the government off. China.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been your tech update.
From yours truly.
So, yeah, man.
And on that note,
DeepSeek is something to watch. But yeah, should be interesting.
And on that note, we can call it a day, right?
Yes, we can. Who are we having next after this? Kachinga?
Or the Sangoma.
Or the Sangoma.
Yeah, he did say.
Both Sangomas.
That would be nice, eh? Remember, I don't know if you understand the Bema was speaking earlier. He was talking about there are categories to these things, just like in music, there are rappers, there are singers, there are opera, whatever.
Yeah.
He says, even in this industry, we are in different categories. So I can't speak for those who use albino
But
parts.
surely he knows of it.
He said, I'm going to consult and I have an answer for you.
Yeah.
And I'm going to consult how they use it. But for me, I deal in mostly herbs that are able to do spiritual things, bring back lost lovers, get you a promotion at work, bring you more money into your life. So we're going to get an understanding of how these things work.
Here's my wish list. I'm gonna throw out my wish list of guests that I want to have. So we have got really, really well connected people that watch this podcast. So we already have a Sangoma coming, thanks to Kalenga. I would like to speak to the what is the equivalent? What is the person that heads the Roman Catholic Church in Zambia? What's their title?
Not Archbishop.
The Archbishop. Is that the Archbishop?
Yeah, it should be.
Yes. So I would like to speak to the Archbishop of the Roman Catholic Church. I have some questions. I would like to speak to a spiritual leader for the Muslims.
I want to have an imam, and I know who to call. We'll have one by next week.
Yes.
Yeah.
That so far is on my wish list. If we can get any of these three, I'll be happy.
Yeah, we should. Once again, click on the subscribe button and also support the people that support us. That's Big Tree.
Whenever you buy any of their products, tag them, tag us.
Yeah, in your post.
Yeah.
To the next episode.
Wait, hold on before we go.
Yeah.
The Zesco PR person
Called
has just sent me. No, they just sent me something.
Was that how much we're sending to Namibia?
It's
and how much we're making from it?
It's a press statement, which I won't read because it looks boring.
We want to know how much we're sending to Namibia and how much they're paying for it.
We need to get
that. Would be the interesting conversation I want to have right now.
Where the hell?
Do tell.
Okay, so I don't know what. Okay, this makes absolutely no sense. I do not know what measure of unit they are using for this, but whatever it is, I'll just try and read it. So apparently, January 13th, 2024, we had 489. I think it's cubic. I don't know what measure of unit this is. And in 2025, we had 180. January 20th in 2024, 527. January 20th, 2025, 186. January 27th, 2024, 516. January 27th, 2025, 197. February 3rd, 2024, 468. And 2025, 365. So it's actually much lower this year than it was same time last year. Again, make that make sense. Because I know what my eyes see. And my eyes see floods every single day. Unless if you're saying these floods are only happening everywhere else in the country.
Except...
But then again, which makes no sense, because even if it doesn't rain that much in Kariba, there are rivers that feed into Kariba.
Kafue River, yeah. Most of the rivers from Lusaka do flow into the Kafue River.
So even if it doesn't rain that much in Siyavonga, surely the levels must go up because there are rivers and streams that feed into the lake.
Let's have a water engineer to explain this. I've got a cousin. I think we'll have him on the next episode.
So you're saying we should not ask Zesco, we should ask a water engineer?
We're asking each other these questions. We don't have the answers for them, so...
No, but one will lie, one will tell the truth.
Yeah, let's ask...
Because we could be the water engineer, we could be with him here, and then he will tell us they are lying.
To the next episode. Have a lovely day.